Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
You look at this Cowboy defense. And they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And the Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10. The Eagles take over 1st and 10. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. These two teams they met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 49 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. John Mechie there to make the grab. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. Elliott good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown, and their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. You look at this Eagle defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but pretty nice effort.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that's taken in by his big tight end. And they've got him well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Yeah! First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Go to 54, go to 54, Lion. Go to 54, Lion.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. In there to drop it for the loss, linebacker Nakobe Dean, an outstanding play. Now Prescott. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
All right, here go 46. 26.
Now Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Half the 60, half the 60. Ready.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The Cowboys at 4-6 now on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Yeah, here we go. Hey, Jim.
Prescott down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards.
For an Eagles first down. First and goal, Philadelphia.
Barkley is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they come up now 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Hurts. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
That's another Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. Dances by him. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 56 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Looking to throw. Prescott drops it to Blue. Complete. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They've gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Ferguson. Touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to move back in front. Aubrey's good with a PAT. And it's now 17-14.
17. Eagles 14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And running with power here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Their own 31-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Throwing is Hurts. This one complete down the field again. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Dallas Goedert, of course, he'll do well in this stadium. He's got a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Back to throw now on first down. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Barkley inside handoff. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A toss to the wide side. This is Williams. Takes it to about the 37. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
To throw is Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit, and won his one-on-two matchup.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd and 14.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go, 46. 26.
Here's Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Here we go, 26.
And again, it's Prescott. That is caught. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards.
First and 10 at the
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Kill. Go. What do you think?
Now Williams running left. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Prescott to throw it.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdowns. Passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Delta. Trimmer. Delta.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Through contact, just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now to this point. This 2nd and 4.
47. Here we go. 48. Here we go. 47. 26.
Throwing. Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He'll try and do this himself. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards. Combined on those last two plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
To the end zone, touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles get a bit closer.
And to me, the key to a wide receiver run like that is getting around the first edge guy. It's often like a punt returner. Make that first guy miss, because if you can do that successfully and get upfield, we know good things can happen. He's able to take that one into the end zone.
After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's Prescott, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Yeah, here we go. Wide eight. Then we're going to 53.
Back to throw. He'll try and do this himself. That is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
A score showing their last time out, they scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Here's Hurts to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Complete. Smith has it. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
Well, he already had a big receiving game working, and it's going to get a lot better here. Defensively, they're fortunate this is not a touchdown, but he's just been absolutely unstoppable, and he comes up with yet another gigantic play.
Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. Kylan Granson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have come it back within a score. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down on coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
And this one fielded in the end zone. It will be returned, so it'll come out to the 30.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, yeah, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 2. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Zadarius Smith able to get him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up a third
Normally
down.
being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now Prescott. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one.
63-yard attempt.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up second
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
No touch that. Trimmer. No touch.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Getting home that time to Marvin Overshown.
A loss of 11 yards. And it's 3 and out.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake.
Now inside the 25.
The fake punt works to absolute perfection.
And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Well, here is one you do not see often. A fake punt run all the way to the house for a touchdown.
Number one, you fooled the defense. They thought for sure the ball was going to be punted. But you also know you have to pick up excellent blocking going downfield to spring your runner after the fake. Well done.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not a great decision to bring it out there as he's tackled just beyond the 10.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they'll have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. 2nd down and 4.
46. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Cowboys.
Now Prescott. And this will be incomplete.
physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Second and 10.
Here go 46. Yeah, 26.
Prescott down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He sets to fire deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So after the big play on fourth, here's first and 10. To throw is Prescott. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 44.
Here's Prescott. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw again. He'll try and do this himself. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Fourth down, Prescott. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew McCuba. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Taken down at the 42. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a first and 10.
36-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Off the play fake, Prescott. And he fires one incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Here we go.
Prescott to throw it. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 17 yards.
Here we go. 40 seconds.
That's good for our Cowboys. First down. First and 10 at the 48.
Play action now. Prescott. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it wasn't.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jalen Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Yeah!
Prescott to throw on 4th. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
35-yard line.
Throwing, Prescott. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And Prescott, he's going to change things up here. Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
And again, it's Prescott. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. From the 4, this is second down and 1.
Brings up second and a yard.
Here's Prescott. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kevontae Turpin. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again. Here are the 4th.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion.
2-point conversion.
Now they'll audible to something else. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th.
Cowboys 39.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself.
This is caught. It's Brown.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Great.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get through and protect the ball. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
At the Cowboys' 12-yard line.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
A handoff to Barkley. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Elliott now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Eagles 49, Cowboys 39.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
There's no downplaying it. We all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Now Dak.
He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here we go, Whitey.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do